this is a big video to get through. Let's get started. Hello, and the warmest of welcomes to today's video. For those who haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Nick. For those who have seen my face before, thank you so much for joining me again. Hope you enjoy my videos. I put out videos roughly 2-3 times a week on a range of different topics, anywhere from fashion to slightly more personal topics. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please do head down, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I love chatting with you all. I'm all about living life loud, and what that means to me is being your authentic self, being proud to be you, and just celebrating who you are. Celebrating yourself and, of course, celebrating others. So, like I said, today is a big video to get through. So let's get started. We're going to do my full bag collection. We are about to go into December, and I think it's worth always just taking a bit of inventory on where are we at, and just have a bit of a marker of the full collection. I think last year, if I'm not mistaken, I think I did it in parts, or maybe right at the start of this year, I think I did it in parts. Let's just go for it full force. So I could do it in sections. I could do it in here are the clutches, here are the this, here are the that. That would be the more professional setup. We're not going for that this time, okay? We're just going all in, mixing it all up, not doing it by brand, not doing it by style. Let's just go full force and talk through each piece. Let's start here. Let's start off strong. The Mulberry Heritage Bayswater in the grained bright orange leather with the silver hardware with the Mira McCarthy scarf on it. I'm just checking with a few of these that there aren't anything else in them. That's number one. Another Bayswater, my first Bayswater, is the Trippy Tiger Bayswater from 2013. It is in this blue denim with the ice blue leather and the silver hardware. Let's go for another Bayswater. I love me a Bayswater. This is possibly my favourite bag for my whole collection. I adore this bag. Another Bayswater, Heritage Bayswater, tricolour, white, dark green, lawn green, beautiful mulberry scarf, MCM charm. Bought this in 2023 at the outlet. Adore this piece. It's fabulous. And because I love nothing if not a duplicate, let's go for yet another Bayswater. This was my second Bayswater that I ever bought. This is my most classic, I would say. Black mock croc with the gold hardware. Fabulous bag. Probably my most used designer bag, I would say. Feels appropriate for most occasions. Very sophisticated, very chic. I like this one very much. Used to one of the least used. I debated selling this one. This is my Longchamp belt bag. I've used this probably 3 times. It is in the white sort of nylon canvas. Nice piece, just not particularly my style. Plus it squeaks a little bit, which drives me mad. But, you know, it's one that I go, I'll keep it because it's very easy to travel with. It's very easy to pack. I keep thinking there will be a use case for it. Haven't found it yet, but I'm going to keep it nonetheless. So there's that one. And whilst I'm talking Longchamp, here is one of my travel bags. This is the original collection, the smallest size of travel bag. And this was from 2018. I bought this at the store in Stuttgart. This was my first ever Longchamp bag. So I keep it for that reason. I don't really use it. It was my gym bag for a while, which also feeds into the fact that I don't really use it. A gym bag is not going to get a lot of use out of me. I have travelled with it, but to be honest, I have better bags for travel these days, but this one stays for sentimental reasons. Let's work our way through this shelf. So let's go here. This is my fabulous Gucci Dionysus in this mushroom suede colour, silver hardware. Adore this bag. It is absolutely stunning. I've always loved the Gucci Dionysus, and I think this is an incredibly classic and sophisticated version of it. Am I tempted to buy another? Yes, I am. I like that very much. Whilst we are doing Gucci, let's go here. And this is one of my latest additions to the collection, and this is the Gucci Off the Grid tote. This is, I believe, the medium size in black. Absolutely love this. It does come with a shoulder strap as well that is detachable on one end. Great capacity. Use this for travel, use this for work. Very nice piece. Like that one very, very much. Okay, let's do these two. Oh, here we go. Sorry, a lot of them have stuff in them because I rotate out my bags a significant amount. So a lot of them I've used fairly regularly. But this is the Mulberry Bayswater, another one of my more classic styles in this antique pink. And I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. This actually has a couple of bags in it. This is why we check. But this is just a really nice, sophisticated, chic bag. I like this a lot. It's one that when I want to be a little bit more understated, pared back, goes with a lot. Great, great piece. By contrast, one that is a bit harder to style, but is a great piece nonetheless, is this absolutely fabulous, fabulous Mulberry Bayswater in the cloudy leopard. It's this kind of beautiful butter yellow with the grey leopard print over the top. It's in a patent leather, and then it has this gunmetal hardware. Absolutely stunning. Bought this at the start of 2024. I bought it pre-loved, and I'm a big, big fan of it. It's probably my least used Bayswater, I would say, but it has its moments. Plus, it's super weatherproof. So definitely, definitely one that I really, really enjoy. So nice piece, glad to have that one. The two that I just pulled out of that Bayswater, one of them is a Longchamp medium top handle, which is in the colour Cactus, and it's got the cobalt blue piping, button and stitching. This was from the green collection, not the green collection, this is from the club collection. So now a discontinued line, it was replaced by the green collection. I love this colour, I think it's absolutely beautiful. I don't use my medium top handles as much as I used to, but they are great bags nonetheless, and I did get a significant amount of use out of them for many years, so they've been very well loved and very well used. Super practical. Look how easy that is when you just fold it down. So great bag, happy to have that one. I know what's in here. An absolute favourite of mine in my collection. This is my Prada Saffiano leather bi-colour clutch. This is stunning. This is in this beautiful baby pink with the gorgeous white. On the interior, it has this lovely sort of Prada detailing. It's got two pockets, one on the front, one on the back. And this is just a great event bag. You can fit quite a lot in this. It's very chic, it's very sophisticated. I've worn this a lot and I'm a big, big fan of it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Okay, and back to Gucci. This is a bag that I said I was going to sell, but I've actually decided I'm going to keep, and I've used it 2 or 3 times since I said I was going to sell it. And this is this vintage Gucci top handle bag. It's a little bit more briefcase-esque, which is why I've decided to keep it. Just a good bag for when I'm going to meetings, etc. I fancy something that's a little bit more pared back. Yes, it's got the GGs all over it, but unless you get pretty close to it, you can't see that too significantly. It's got silver hardware. It's just a nice, easy style. So I have been using this one and I have been enjoying this one. So there is that. Now let's go into this one here. Let's start with the bags that are inside it. So here we have another small original collection travel bag, and this is in this lovely baby pink. I bought this from the Bicester Village outlet, I want to say back in 2019, and I was buying travel bags a lot at that point. I've used this one a fair amount. This is probably my most used of the original collection travel bags. I still do use this one from time to time. Nice piece, easy to use. The only real downside with these is that they don't have shoulder straps, and they are quite large bags, so they can get quite heavy. They make much more sense when you are traveling by car versus if you were taking a flight or a train or something like that. But somewhere that you have to do more steps and carry them by hand, they don't make a huge amount of sense. They can also make really good sense if you're traveling, let's say you're traveling overseas and you might want to do some shopping. Pack one of these in the bottom of your bag, and then you can just, check it if you want to. Okay, the next bag that is in here, let's put this down. This is my Mulberry Alexa. I have a real love-hate relationship with this bag because aesthetically I love it. I think it's gorgeous, but it's just a bag that I don't really use. It's a bag that people often ask me if I'm prepared to sell. I debate it from time to time, but I just think it's so gorgeous, and I do think it's one that I would regret selling, even though I don't use it. I love this bag, and I bought this bag when I was offered the role that I currently do, the job that I currently do. I obsessed over it for a few days and decided that I really wanted to buy it as a little bit of a well done to me. I've been in that job for over 3 years now, so it's got a bit of sentimental value to it as well. and I know I wouldn't get back what I paid for it, so I just decided to keep it. Okay, back into that bag. Let's do this. This is just a mini Kurt Geiger flap. It's really cute. It's this pink faux fur, and it's got this rose pattern, red and pink rose pattern on the top. It's just a mini bag, gunmetal hardware. I bought this probably 3 or 4 years ago, and I just think it's super cute. And it's very lightweight, very easy, a good little crossbody, fun personality piece. I tend to use this when I go on walks and the weather is fairly temperate. So I do like this from, you know, using this from time to time. It's a fun bag. And then let's get to the bag that all of those were in. And this is a vintage Celine Doctor bag. This is a big old bag. This is very understated for me, but I love it. I think it's just got a presence to it. It's a great, great piece. You can connect these two bits here, so it becomes a slightly sort of smaller, more cinched in bag, but I prefer to just leave those undone. Those do also come undone quite easily, so I prefer to just leave it undone and just let the bag have a presence. Very sophisticated, great piece. Probably not one that you would expect maybe me to own. Another really good work bag, another good travel bag. I paid a really good price for this. I bought this from Designer Exchange and I paid a really, really good price for this. I can't even imagine what this would be if I were to buy it. What just happened? I can't even imagine what I would pay for this if I was to buy this today. This would be thousands, absolutely thousands, and that wasn't what I paid for it. So very happy to have this one. Certainly not my most used, but has a time and a place, and I do like it very much. Okay, let's go here next, and this is my Longchamp Les Pliages Club backpack. This was also an early purchase for me on the Longchamp journey. I bought this back in 2019. I bought it from Selfridges at the concession in Selfridges, and it did me really well. I stopped using it probably about a year into owning it, and I haven't really picked it up since, but it's practical, easy to use, good to pack. I do take it with me from time to time when I do travel, but it rarely gets used. So this is just a good one to have. I do also have this in blue. I was looking for it, could not find it, but I own it in the cloud blue, which I believe I also bought in 2019, maybe 2020. I can't quite remember, but yes, I do have 2 of those. More Longchamps here. We have my fuchsia pink, which is a medium club. Fuchsia pink. We have this one here, which is a custom. This was my first custom Les Pliages. This was from the My Pliage Club line that no longer exists. They've changed the customization options, which I've done a video about, so go and check that out if you're interested. And I really like this one. Great fun, has the motto of the channel, Living Life Loud. So that's a really good piece. Happy to have that one. An extra large original travel bag. I do not recommend these. They are too big to not have a shoulder strap. I use them occasionally when I travel via car. I use the grey one more than I use the green one. There is a lime green somewhere. We might come to it later. If we don't, I'm making a reference to it here. Don't recommend. I think there are better travel bags out there. More Les Pliages medium top handles, one of my favorite bag styles, and I highly recommend. This one is in the very creatively named color yellow. Beautiful, bright, vibrant yellow. Great, I would say, on a crisp winter's day because it's very fun, it's very bright, and it's got this gorgeous kind of cool tone to it. It's got the white button, silver hardware, and the white piping. Big fan of that one. And then my first ever green collection, Les Pliages, and this is in the colour Snow, I want to say. Was it Snow? And this was a very limited edition colour as part of the initial releases. Mine is looking a little worse for wear. It's got stains and things on it. I will probably try and give it another really good once over. But hey, it happens. This bag was pretty well used, I have to say. So the fact that it's got some marks on it, I'm not losing any sleep over it. It's a nice piece nonetheless. Another medium top handle, and this was another custom of mine. And this was in the all black with the neon pink accents. So I wanted to do fuchsia accents. I didn't want to put any sort of personalization on this, except for the fact that obviously I did it in these specific colors, but it does not say my initials or anything anywhere. I just went for the small horse, the pink glazing piping, the pink button and the silver hardware. And it's the black nylon with the black leather. So a pretty understated creation as far as my creations go. A couple of pouches, so let's do these together. These are both little lay pliage pouches. Could you call these bags or are they SLGs? You make the determination. So I have this one, which was from the toilet paper collaboration. And then I have this one, which was a collaboration with Robert Indiana. This version was only released in Asia, but I managed to get it at the outlet earlier in the year, actually. I think it was around February that I picked this up from the outlet. And I love the colors. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I debate whether or not I should even have those, but they're decorative, so I just tend to leave them as such. Then I have this little Ralph Lauren belt bag in the Saffiano leather, very durable, cute piece. I use the belt, I don't use the bag itself. Could be used as an SLG, etc. if I wanted to, but I don't, so here we are. A little clutch, Karl Lagerfeld K Pura pouch in this beautiful fuchsia pink. I bought this at the same time that I bought my Karl Lagerfeld faux fur. Gorgeous colour. I've used this probably once or twice. It's just not my favourite to use, and particularly because I wear quite large jewellery, as you could even see just there, my jewellery tends to get caught on it, and I have to be quite, you know, calculated with how I pull my hand in and out of the strap here. So whilst it's very cool, I don't tend to use that one. Nice piece nonetheless. Nicholas Kirkwood, a little mini kind of wristlet clutch. This was for the 10th anniversary. It's fun, it's playful, it's cute. Adore this clutch. My Kenzo Paris clutch. I have travelled the world with this one. I am a big fan. It comes with me to many an event, many a party. It's got great capacity. I love the tiger head on it. Silver hardware. It does have a wrist strap as well. And I just think this is a fabulous piece. Incredible capacity. Really big as a clutch goes. I'm a big fan of this one, I have to say. I'm really pleased I bought this. I bought it at the Bicester outlet 2023, I want to say, maybe early 2023. And I think it was about £300. So it was quite a lot of money for something that I thought, am I really going to use this? But I had a voucher and I put that towards it and I really loved it. And then I have this Longchamp bag that I originally bought as a tech pouch. I have started using it again as a tech pouch, but that was what I originally bought it for. Started using it as a clutch for a while, debated whether or not to move it on because it's not really my style, this kind of camo. However, it's a really good kind of occasional clutch tech pouch, good capacity. One thing I wish is that the wrist strap was detachable. There is a part of me that sometimes thought about maybe just snipping that off and not bothering having the wrist strap or getting that made so that I can detach it. No, that's a bit too... I can't quite get that under. I would probably be able to do that myself, actually. But yeah, Longchamp, there's that. Now let's do these three that are here. And here we have my Prada Saffiano Saffiano leather top handle bag in this buttery sort of sunshine yellow. Longchamp scarf to accessorize it. This is a beautiful bag. I use this a lot. I think it's a really chic, sophisticated, good event bag. I've used it for work, I've used it for day, I've used it for evening, I've used it for a lot. This is a really nice bag. I can see why these were as popular as they were. However, I do also note some of the quality issues that people spoke about with this particular bag. I bought mine pre-loved, so I'm not as worried about it, but I could see why if people had spent £3,500–4,000 on this, their nose would be slightly out of joint. But as I said, I didn't pay that for mine, so I'm okay. Then we have this. I bought this for a really good girlfriend's hen do in Barcelona, and this is this Kurt Geiger what is this material? Vinyl flat bag, and it's in the beautiful rainbow. It's got this glitter effect to it. You've got the double chain straps. I really like this. It actually sits decoratively in my home. I think this is a beautiful piece and really happy to have it. I've probably only used it a couple of times as an actual bag, but it holds a lot of value to me by the fact that I walk past it every day, and it's very in keeping with the style of my home. And when I do want to use it, good sort of weatherproof bag. I'm a big fan of that. Then one that I bought this year that I've been absolutely loving, one of my most used bags, and this is the Black Velvet Gucci Marmont. This is in the small size. I adore this bag, or what was the small size is now the medium. I don't know, they change their minds, but I've used this so much. This was the bag that I predominantly used in Paris, and I am a huge, huge fan of it. I think it's an absolutely fantastic, fantastic bag. There was someone at Bista yesterday. I'm not doing another vlog, by the way. I've done 2 in quite quick succession. But there was someone at Bista yesterday who had the petrol blue version of this in the velvet. Oh, it was gorgeous, but a very risky bag to use because the weather yesterday was hideous. So yeah, but I do absolutely love it, and it's got this gorgeous, gorgeous pink interior. I'm so happy with this particular bag. As you know, I'm debating buying another, but an embellished version of it, or a very out there version of this particular bag. I've used it for evening, I've used it for day. Good bag, really happy with that one. I know we all know that we own a lot of bags, but it's when you start doing these videos that you go, oh my goodness, there is a lot. But let's rattle through, let's keep going. Where's that one that I literally just picked up? Oh, here. So I said that there was a lime green version of the original collection travel bag. This is my least favorite of all of mine. It really looks like it's been through it, but it's actually the least used. Not worth doing anything with except for just using from time to time. It's in too poor condition to sell, donate, anything like that. So I just keep hold of that one and use it every now and then. Then we have this. This was this my first double XL flat from Geiger? Either way, really like this one. I think that the gold hardware makes perfect sense with the blue. Love the different versions of the denim. You've got the different emblem. Great piece, great casual, throw on and go style of bag. Big fan of that one. Like it a lot. So much so that I went on to buy it in the grey leather, and this has the quilting, the sort of 2 different types of quilting. I use this bag a lot, or used to use this bag a lot when I went clubbing. Don't go clubbing quite as much as I used to, something that I am looking to change next year because I love nightclubs. I used to work in nightclubs. I used to go out 4 or 5 times a week minimum. Like, I need to get back to my fun-loving clubbing days. So yeah, especially, you know, soon I'm going to be 31. I'm still single, so I'm like, why not make the most of it, you know? So there we go. The Kurt Geiger might make a resurgence, maybe when I get back into, you know, hitting the club. Right, this fabulous piece that the gorgeous Dale sent me. So this is this fabulous, like, Valentino see-through bag. It's got a blanket in the bottom of it, just because it's one of those that I want to try and maintain a little bit of the shape, but it's absolutely fabulous. Then you've got this gorgeous kind of Valentino pouch that is attached, which you can actually detach and put in a different bag if you wanted to. Probably use it as a wristlet if you wanted to. Let's just give that a little test. It's in this beautiful champagne hardware. Yeah, I mean, look, you could take that out as a little wristlet if you wanted to. Will be great as a pool bag or something along those lines. I really like this. I've used this probably 5 or 6 times, and I've always got a bit of a kick out of it. It's got the studs here. This was a bag that I always said to Dale, if she was ever looking to move it on, please let me know, because I'd love to buy it from her. And then she sent it to me for my 30th birthday, which was so unbelievably generous and very, very kind. So yes, don't you agree? Yes. Another Longchamp Les Pliage medium, but a different style of the bag, and this is the Neo, and this is in the colour Nordic. The Neo has a slightly thicker nylon to it. It's got this beautiful shine. This does not fold. This is in silver hardware, or has silver hardware. It also has a shoulder strap, which, if I am not mistaken, should be in the bag. It is. Another one I debated from time to time selling, but actually it is a really good version of this bag. I used this mostly when I went to Latvia, which was about 2.5 years ago. Came home, raved about the bag, said, why on earth do I not use this bag more? It's absolutely fabulous. Then haven't picked it up again since. So yeah, great bag, should use more. I think some of it is due to the fact that how I have the pieces stored, I grab what I can see. If I can't see it, it's unlikely I'm going to use it. And I do need to change that. So when I make some upgrades and modifications to my home, I'm going to change out the storage, particularly of my bags, and hopefully that will lend itself better to me using more of them. Another Geiger XXL flap, and this is this fabulous rainbow. Again, love this. I think it's joy. I think it's vibrant. I think it's fun. What's a bit disappointing is it started to peel on the back, so that's a little bit of a shame. But given the fact that it's only on the back, you can just throw it on your shoulder. No one will be any the wiser. Really, really good fun. Beautiful colours. I'm a big fan of this, I have to say, and I will still use it even with that peeling. This is a fairly inexpensive one. And I'm not going to go through my shopping bags or anything like that, but this is one that I thought was just worth showing, and this is this lovely Harrods bag. And the reason that I'm sharing this with you is because when it had an insert in it, I was using it like I would a book tote style bag, so I now have my off the grid. This was my first foray into deciding, would I want something like a Dior book tote, and I enjoyed using it, and where I netted out was, yes, I would like that style of bag. Now I have the off the grid, so I've scratched that itch, but this is a really nice piece nonetheless, and just a good one to grab. You can throw it on your shoulder if you want to, throw an organizer in it, and it's got a good capacity to it. So you can pick this up from Harrods. They're about £50. They do them in pink, they do them in blue. This one is an interesting one. I speak about this a lot because I bought the wrong style. I shouldn't have bought the small top handle. I probably should have bought the tote, or I should have bought the travel bag. But nonetheless, very happy to have this collaboration. Love Pokemon, love Longchamp. This is a good combination for me. I wish I'd bought a couple of the other pieces when they were in the outlet. But hey, we live and we learn. So this is a nice piece. I have it decoratively. I've used it 2 or 3 times with an outfit, but it just tends to be more of a decorative one for me. But cute bag nonetheless, and happy to own. Okay, then we have this. This is a very durable, easy to use Karl Lagerfeld bag, this sort of great tote bag. It's got a little bit of damage that's now starting to appear here. It's starting to peel a little bit, but it's just great, very durable, very fun, very easy, nice piece. Happy to own this one. Debated selling this one from time to time, but it's got some sentimental value to it, and you can just so easily maintain it, and it looks in really, really good condition. I've probably used this like 30 or 40 times, and it still looks, other than the little bit of wear here and there, it looks pretty brand new, so not one that I am actually going to move on because it does me well. Couple of travel pieces, so let's go here. The Longchamp London bag. They release these bags for various cities around the world. They've done a couple of editions when it comes to London. This, I think, is the second edition, if I'm not mistaken. The first one had a corgi on it. I think it might have been yellow with a corgi. When I was at the factory in May, I had the opportunity to see every single one that they've made because they keep all of the old pieces for reference. And I was looking through them saying, how do I get that one? And how do I get that one? There's one that they've made for Nice that I'm trying to get my hands on. You are technically only able to buy them in the city that they are made for, but I am trying really hard to get my hands on the Nice one because I love it. I absolutely love it. And I don't have any plans to go to Nice anytime soon. So, but I would love to get the bag. And, you know, if all else fails, maybe I should just go to Nice for a few days, book myself a flight, go and lie by the pool for a couple of days and go and pick up the bag that I want. So maybe that's a 2026 task, but here's the London version. And then I also have my custom version that I made at the event that I went to back in March, and then I took this with me when I went to Paris with the brand. So as you can see, it has my initials on it. Is white canvas a great choice for a travel bag? No, it's not. But do I think it's very in keeping with my style? I think this is incredibly chic. I love the colors. I love the seafoam green with the baby pink, the white leather, the white canvas. So I am a really big fan of this one. It comes with a strap. And what I love about these pieces, I have no idea what's in this bag. Jumpers? Yeah, coats and jumpers. But I love the fact that you've got your initials then in here. They have changed the personalization, like I've said. Travel bags are included within that. The price has gone up a little bit, but I still think they are well worth doing. So that's one of mine. Then we have these, and these are fabulous bags. I rave about these bags. The Aspinall of London, London tote. This one is in charcoal blue. I bought this in the summer of 2022. Bought it for an absolute steal, considering how much I've loved and adored this bag. The colour is gorgeous. The structure is perfect. The construction of this bag is just next level. They really know what they're doing, Aspinall. They do a fabulous job. Very underrated brand. I don't think people give them the credit that they deserve. Really, really stunning. And I loved this one so much that when I had the opportunity a few months later to buy the beautiful Tea Rose Pebble in this beautiful pink, I jumped at the chance, and I have been loving it ever since. They have not brought out a version of the London tote that I have loved in quite the same way. The pistachio was interesting to me, but I wasn't so in love with the woven leather. I would love to maybe see like an apple green or something like that. Bright white or an apple green, I would be very interested in, and I think I would buy that because I do love these bags. I think they are absolutely stunning and gorgeous, and I am a huge, huge fan. Now, one that I bought at the start of this year, it's been on my list for a very long time, and thank goodness I finally bought it, is the Celine Phantom. I was actually using this yesterday. Love this bag. It's a terrible bag to shop with. Terrible, because I was doing some Christmas shopping. I had bags on my arms. I had this. I had a coat that meant that it was a bit awkward to get this over the crook of my arm. It's a big bag. You're navigating. It's busy. This was not the right bag to choose, but my stuff was in it, so I was being lazy. But fabulous bag. Love the colour. Love the fact that I own one of these. I have debated, do I buy another, because I do love the Phantom. However, I do feel that one is enough, and I really enjoy the one that I've got. Plus it is, although it's yellow, I do find that the colour is very workable, so I can find myself very easily styling this. There aren't many situations that I go to use this that I think it doesn't work. So whilst I'm still in that mindset with it, loving it, enjoying it, making the most of it. It's a fabulous bag, isn't it, Poppy? So yeah, the Phantom. We are down to our last few, and if you have made it this far, thank you, thank you. I will try to not keep much more of your time. We are nearly there. Let's go here. Let's do some more Longchamps. This is a medium top handle in leather. This was called the Le Pliage Cuir, C-U-I-R, in this beautiful baby pink. Comes with a strap as well. Very pretty bag. Folds, nice piece. Don't use it like I should, but it's a very, very pretty bag nonetheless, and one that I think I could probably do okay with if I sold, but I'm not in that headspace with it. One that I bought this year, and this is the Longchamp Le Pliage Original Collection, and this was from the collection back in, when did I buy this? June, I think I must have bought this, and this is in this sort of British green, I think it's called. The Longchamp long shoulder tote is obviously incredibly classic. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the original collection. I got very swept up by this particular bag. It is a good bag, but I got a little bit swept up in the moment at the store because I'll be honest, I was absolutely stinking drunk. I was so drunk, and got unnecessarily excited about this particular bag. And when I got home, I went, do you know what? It's practical, it's easy, I'll keep it, and I have been using it, and it is a good bag, but I don't know why I got as excited. I don't know why I got as excited. It was because I was very, very drunk. Can I admit that on here? We're all friends, so anyway, there you go. There's that. Then another tote. And this is the Longchamp Essential Tote. It's got this great sort of ecru fabric canvas. Then you've got these coral accents. They did this with a green trim that you can currently buy at the outlet. Plus they did it with a black trim. Nice piece. I like the fact that with this bag, you can turn the poppers around so you can make it a different shape. if you want to. I actually do use it in this shape quite a lot. It's quite a nice shape to carry, just throw on your shoulder. It's quite a nice shape to carry. So yeah, this is a really nice one. I'm really happy that I have this. I debated, do I buy the green or do I buy the coral? And then the coral was the one that went on sale. So there was that decision made. We all know I love a bargain. The Longchamp Rosue, this is in a very, very large size. This is like Neverfull GM size. You can do the same thing where you can turn in the corners if you want to. I love this. Love this, love this. Love the white leather, love the colours, love this bright green, bright yellow interior, silver hardware. Love this tote. I always say this is my version of a Neverfull, and I believe it. I do believe it. So we have that. Let's do this. This is a new addition to the collection. I only just bought this. I am the person that always says, I don't use totes, I don't wear totes. Why do I have so many totes? Enter this bright white Lacoste tote. This was a really good price at Bicester Village. Love a bright white bag, as you know, and I just think this will be super practical, great material, wipe clean, easy to use, was a good price, has a good shoulder drop, and I'm curious about this particular one for what I paid for it. Even if I only use it, you know, every so often, I'm not going to be particularly upset. It's got all of my work stuff in it, hence why it is heavy and looks like it does. But what I'm very interested to do, and if you would be interested in this, let me know, is a comparison of these two bags, because the price point isn't that dissimilar. This is about 110, 120 pounds full RRP. One of these is about 130. So I'd be happy to do a comparison of the sort of mid-range tote if you want to know about that. Of course, you could also throw Coach and Ralph Lauren into the mix there. I don't own totes from either of those brands. Have bought them because I bought them as gifts, but do not own any within my own collection, but wanted to highlight that for you all. Then we have in this bag here, another one that I do really like. And this is my acrylic green Mulberry Softy clutch. I get asked a lot if this is Bottega. Just a beautiful, beautiful mulberry from the Softy line. It's gorgeous, and mine has a silver strap that comes with it. You can use this as jewelry if you want to. I've shown that in the past. Beautiful colour. Use this from time to time. I've used this twice this year, I would say. I use my Kenzo and my Prada more. There is also another bag that I am looking at that is clutch style, which I think I would use more. But this definitely has a place for me in my collection, and I enjoy it very much. I've loaned this bag out a few times as well. I have friends who have borrowed that one. So yeah, all good, all good. Now I think we are down to the final three, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go here. I had two of these, I now only have the one. So this is the MCM Orange Shopper. I used to own it in the Logo Glitch. I sold that one this year. Now I only own the Cubic Camouflage, which I absolutely love because it is so vibrant. It is a nylon interior, which is detachable, great capacity. Love the fact that this bag has the two strap options where you've got the shorter top handles and then you have the black leather long shoulders. Gorgeous, all weather, very weatherproof. I adore this. I bought this in 2023. I bought this actually on the same day that I bought this particular bag, and I love it. Absolutely love it. The noise I made when I saw this bag, I just think it is stinking fabulous. Speaking of fabulous, here is my Gucci, what's in here? A notebook, that's fine. Here is my Gucci Supreme padlock tote in the medium size. I say this is my version of a Chanel GST. Gucci is a brand that I have been very much exploring over the past probably couple of years and been really loving. I now own 5 Gucci bags and I have been really loving all of them. They are great pieces. I've also been loving Gucci jewelry, which we have some here. We even have a new addition, which is this fabulous turquoise piece here. Look at that. So I bought this black ring a couple of weeks ago, and then they had a turquoise version here, and I picked that one up at Bicester. But this is a fabulous bag, super chic. Use this for day, use this for work. Have I used this for the evening? I haven't, but I do think this is a really beautiful, stylish tote. Now, one thing I have debated is it comes with this clochette, which has the key in it for the sort of padlock mechanism, which is nice. However, I actually don't think it looks the best. It hangs a little bit weirdly. I wish they'd done it in a chain. So maybe I'll just take it off like that. Does that look better? Let's put it in the pocket so we don't lose it, because we definitely don't want that to happen. And it has this really lovely kind of peach suede interior. Lovely piece. Lovely, lovely piece. And I really do like the padlock mechanism. It's nice. Okay, and the final bag that I'm going to share with you today, I have missed a couple. I have missed Poppy's Karl Lagerfeld tote. That is somewhere. I think that's buried in the bottom of my grocery bag kind of stack here. And I'm embarrassed to say there are a further 3 bags I forgot, and here are 2 of them. The Le Pliage, one is a custom in antique pink with white leather. The other is in this baby blue colour, which is also from the green collection. Really lovely, lovely bag. Big fan. And then I forgot my Louis Vuitton Noe. I was sat looking at it almost the whole time. My Louis Vuitton Noe in Toledo blue, I think this is, and it's epi leather. This is a cool bag, my only Louis Vuitton bag. But she has her Karl Lagerfeld bag. I'm sure I've missed a couple of others, but the last one I'm going to share with you is the Versace Towel Tote. I bought this prior to my trip to Dubai last year. I took it with me and I absolutely freaking love it. I remember saying to my mum, should I bring it? Is it a little bit much? And mum said, Nick, if you're going to wear anything like that, Dubai is the place to do it. You know, the land of more is more. So took it, loved it. Got a lot of compliments for it around the pool, which was where I was using it. Fabulous piece. It's the same material as the robes. These, I believe, are Swarovski crystals. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. They did it in black as well, which if I had the opportunity to buy, I probably would. But this is great. I've used it for travel. I have actually used this at work as well. It's just a fun piece. And if you can go for a more is more aesthetic, why wouldn't you? Especially when you are someone like myself who lives with pride. So there we have that. Oh my goodness, this was a long video, and thank you so much if you stuck with me. I have tried to get through that as fast as I could. Thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now. Mwah.